charging 50 for a feature. My young niggas are killers. They gon' pop you when they keep you. From the murder capital, we just not popular for pizza. Nigga, ain't nobody smiling. Do I look like Mona Lisa? I'm accepted everywhere, just like a MasterCard or Visa. Come to church late on Easter, smelling like reefer.
Get up.
Take over the pulpit, nigga.
Get up.
Eat to the preacher.
Get up.
Left your baby mama,
what they say?
Oh, respected in the streets.
Oh, catch a fever.
I'ma get in that ass
Here you go.
like a colonic. You make a negative comment. Now you my ex nigga. I'm a Lasher Muhammad, untouchable. Married to the mob, no prenuptial. Hard and humble. Living comfortable as a Huxtable. My state of mind is mafia. Luca Brasi sleeps with tilapia. Fred following watches with binoculars. A keen judge of character. One of my best virtues. You got Urkels in your circle who have intentions to hurt you. A mister from color purple. I'm an asshole. The biggest fish up in the pond trying to swallow all you tadpoles. Home run hitter. Get the ball up out the bleachers. I don't rap with amateurs. I'm charging 50 for a feature. My young niggas are killers. They gon' pop you when they peep you. From the murder capital, we just not popular for pizza. Nigga, ain't nobody smiling. Do I look like Mona Lisa?
Tell him.
Accepted everywhere. Just
Tell him.
MasterCard or Visa.
Tell him we're king. Get him,
king.
King.
Take over the pulpit, nigga, and eat to the
Get him, King.
I would have left baby mama, but it's cheaper to keep her. I'm respected in these streets. They think I wrote for Aretha. Hell,
oh, yo, what's up, man? Hey, woo, that's hot. Is that hot? Is that hot, niggas? Man, that's my favorite, man. I don't give a fuck if somebody wrote it for me or not. Man, he having fun. But I know he's, man. What's my favorites at? Let's just go with this. This is K-Fresh Music Beat on Instagram. K-Fresh Music Beat on Instagram. K-Fresh Music Beat on Instagram. K-Fresh Music on Instagram. K-Fresh Music on Instagram. K-Fresh Music on Instagram. Dapperlicious.com going strong. K-Fresh on Instagram. Music Beats. K-Fresh on Instagram. Moving Beats. New sound for the streets. K-Fresh Studios Music Beats. K-Fresh Studio Music Beats. That's where the beat come from. K-Fresh Studio Music Beats. Check him out on Instagram. I'm guaranteed to make you move your feet. Make it the paper come out your pockets. And get you some brand new pleats. Some brand new creases and brand new buttonfly collars. Fly paper, can we holler? Hoo-doo! What's up, man? I missed y'all. So deep. I missed y'all. I didn't miss y'all like we playing basketball. If I took a shot and missed a jump, no. I ain't guilty of that. You know, I didn't want to talk, for real, y'all. I didn't want to push it in your face. I ain't want to do a bust a rhyme on you, you know. I ain't want to put the effects on you, you know. Let me share something with you. I was raised by all types of people on this planet. You know what I mean? And what I always knew is I'm a visitor. To you. See, once you solidify with your up and down, meaning your spirit, ray, and your earth magnetism, bang, literally. See, when the sun comes down and the magnetism comes up, boom, that's where it goes around and around Guaranteed. You'll be back. You'll be back, man. We'll tell you again. You'll be back. Our recording pretty was good. Sitting here recording, everything just came to pass today. I'm at all. You know, I'm recording. And you know what? We're coming to find out all this hardship was these people when I was here really was telling the police. This is why I got 400 something driver without a license and all this other stuff. Come to find out, after I had left the shelter, right? And I don't know who came up with this elaborate plan that when I got to Erica's mom's house on Lincoln Avenue before she moved to Mount Vernon, that all these years they took my ID. I used to wonder, because you used to ask me, because you used to think I was crazy. Nigga, you used to need to hold on to your shit. And I'm like, nah, I don't fuck with these niggas like that. Somebody's literally going through my, because I'm thinking, I'm at their mom's house, or you know what I mean? I'm at their grandmom's, and you know, grandma and mom and dad, they're upstairs, you know what I mean? In other words, they're too old for that shit. Come to find out. Hey, the thing is, I didn't, remember I was talking to you last time, I was telling you, like, I didn't go looking for these niggas. I was like, I was just saying, everybody watch from California anywhere. This is before all this. And I think, before I said, after I lost all my cars and all my computer programs, I was done with wanting to try to hold on to stuff. That shit stressed me out. When Ronnie took everything, I was really almost almost a couple, 2 million, I mean, was gone. All like, man. So when I got to Pittsburgh, I'm like, all I'm going to do is hustle as I need. You know, me, I hustle towards my need. And then when people get to talking shit, you know, shine just a little bit. Don't shine too bright, cause you know what I mean? There goes that idea. It didn't work. So, these TV cartel, I want to be like the next rapper. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. These guys actually thought that they could use hood rules and signing up for Masons and cartel and underground kings. Like, what part of Mission Street with an oath of 1,000 warriors before you and after? Like, that, you would think that's a big no-no. You know, like, you would think that's why I don't do it. Then one of my Hell's Angels called me on my phone and said, nigga, you got a job to do. I can't say no. Then one of them niggas down in Mexico called me and said, hey, I heard you do this. I can't say no. That any of them mafia and Russian cartels I had the pleasure of sitting with, not talking their business. We make that clear on video. We weren't talking about none of that shit. We were just man talk. I didn't get revealed this shit till later. And once again, they told me, like, man, you too good for hell, and heaven ain't waiting for you. Heaven don't want you yet. This is killers telling me this. Mafia killers, like, niggas that has nothing with, well, this is what I was explaining with people. Is like, this is my last bit in the ACJ, right? And I'm coming to find out, they read the tarot card. Every time I go to jail, this is when they do this shit. They, you know, they start adding more money and counterfeit money. Anton, Stacy, Diesel, all of them counterfeit money. Into, oh man, that's crazy. I don't want to get into it right now, like with you, but because I'm recording. But just in part is all I'm saying is, what was the odds of me watching TV? I just came in from getting a soda, and here I'm watching this shit. So I only watch stuff that pops up on the algorithm of YouTube. I don't go really looking for that. I pray and I say, Father, what we doing today? And someone said, check this out. Straight up, like I'm talking to you, like we on the thing. It'll be like, check this out. Lo and behold, boom. I'm looking at this shit, I'm like, it ain't me, because they keep talking about a female, right? But it ain't me, that ain't me. But they said for overall collectives. And so, in the spirit world and on earth, and those of us that can go in between, there's still laws to this shit. And if you're in the spirit world, your shit that much worse than the regular nigga. So it's just not to be played with. So knowing this fact, I'm sitting here looking at this stuff, and I'm like, I don't want to see this no more. I'm tired of watching stuff because I'm starting to get scared now. Really, I'm terrified because I'm like, Father, I don't want to watch this no more. I'm getting concerned because you said do not be consulting tarot cards. You know what I mean? And he mean that shit, mama. He means that shit. Hey, I'm trying to, hey, no matter of fact, what it is, here you go out this door thinking you're protected and get your shit split. How about that one? No, fuck that one. I'll take, I don't want none of that. But the one I'm scared of is walking down the street thinking I'm on the right shit, and I get my shit popped off and I'm in hell, and they say, I warned you. I sent you 3 niggas, and you said fuck them all, so this is where you at. End the story. Gate closed. Next. There is no, can I get a, no. It's, and so I'm terrified of this shit. So I said, all right, you know what? I'm going to give in. I ain't in control of shit. I'm not controlling nothing. Because I'm poor, for one. Lo and behold, Antoine's the way they spell his name. Twan came up. Lo and behold, Dacia, Erica's daughter, thought she killing herself because they found out that they all whores. This is not what I brought up. This is what the gods and ancestors are saying. And this is the shit I already knew watching them grow up. I didn't want to say it. I didn't want to tell nobody. It came out on them as adults. I said, what the fuck? Who would? God damn. And it made sense when I was younger. I'm taking care of everybody's dogs. But y'all talking shit on me. But I'm breeding Grand Champion dogs. And I'm not getting no pennies. I'm not getting no coins. So I had a new plan before I came back to Pittsburgh. I set them up. I gave them some shit I wasn't going to never use. And they did exactly what they was going to do. Play like they Master P, John Gotti, I'm the Mafia, and now look at them. All of them. Then Diesel's name came up. When Paul's son's name came up. Now, what was the odds of Diesel's name, Antoine's name, and 2 other names, Pasquale's wife's name come up? And she plays the piano. What was the odds, ma? Come on, man. I was saying, but you know Antoine, you know they call him Twan. You know they call Pas. Well, that's Pasquale's son next door. The other, his son, little Ronald. Okay, now what was the odds of that? And then have Pasquale's wife, whatever she is, Toyin, name pop up. Then Estelle, Deborah or some shit. No, they brought up Mary's name. Oh my goodness, it just started running up. No, they showed some names yesterday, and I'm like, ah, that's some bullshit. And then it smacked me in my face. I'm like, all right, motherfucker, I get it. Because I tried to put some mercy out there, like, fuck you, y'all got it, I'm moving on. Most had said, I said, oh, shit. I gotta tell somebody. I gotta put it out there. Because obviously, somebody done made a deal with these cartels or da-da-da, and been using my name, and they think they'll go, man. Somebody did some dumbass shit somewhere, fucking with some Masons, or whatever, or some cartels, some fucking where, using my name or da-da, and they fucked it up thinking that they would go kill me, and come to find out, the truth came out that it's them. I said, wow. Because the last time I went to Mexico, when I was confronted with the spirits, what I come here for, I said, I came for the culture. And they gave my keys, my car back, give me everything back, and let me go across the border and back to pay a $60 beer bill. It really wasn't $60, but it was only, what you call it? But then again, they stole my phone and all my damn money. Fuckers. But nonetheless, I made it home. If I was there to poison people in your country and in our country. You know what I mean, Ma? That's what I'm saying. I would have never made it out of Mexico. But as I went back and forth with me and Ronnie. You know what I mean? And then I'm out in Laredo where they're killing federal government officers. I'm right there every day. Pow, 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 on the news. This officer got murdered. That person got. I'm not playing with them niggas. I'm not. I don't want no parts of that shit. And you can't hide. Look, I'm in San Jose jail. I'm in there because Ronnie don't got no more crystal meth. Her Mexican boyfriend, you know, didn't talk to her and robbed me and shit. They come up with this grand scheme, put me in jail for domestic bullshit. But they trying to do me again here. That's what I'm seeing the pattern. So, I get there in this motherfucker. I'm in here with stone cold killers. Niggas that shoot you in your head and stick their fingers in your brain for lunch, man. I didn't think these niggas existed, man. And that's why I'm here like, wow. I don't know, huh? And I'm listening to them make phone calls, putting hits out motherfuckers across the country. Yeah! I'm here. I'm definitely not fucking with nobody. I'm not clicking up with no gangs. I'm standing in my scriptures. I'm saying, Father, I'm with you. I'm a little nigga. I ain't got no friends and no guns. They be worried about this shit. And when I go home, I'm going home with loyalty because I got death before the sun on my back. Nobody paid attention to that tattoo. And who gave it to me? Nobody did their research. They never said, let me see what you got on your back. They never asked the history of my tattoos, man. Not one nigga. Not one. North and South California and Bay Area gave me a tattoo that I earned death before dishonor. The whole Bay Area, California gave me that tattoo, man. Dumb motherfuckers. Oh my gosh. Anyway. But that's an evil justice that's needed though. You know? That's not wicked. That has to come to them. And so our proposal now is the universal good and the universal evil. The Most High has power over them both. But he can't stand a wicked motherfucker. And evil and good has to admit that. Evil don't like wickedness without loyalty. Straight up. How you going to be wicked without loyalty? I mean, like don't want you, God don't want you. Go ahead. Man, exactly. It's a rat. And the sad thing is, I spent years telling these people, man. I'm in jail, I'm astral planning, I'm visiting these people, and I'm going to them saying, look, I'm looking at you. Stop.
What is you making a video?
No, I'm just putting out there for the peace of the healing of our nation, of our people, and the people of my family who is being embarrassed by this act. No, this is embarrassing on our family. Yeah. Because I studied grandma and them, great grandma, and everybody in North and South Carolina. I did the trace. I'm a Nabi. That's why they gave me serpent staffs, and that's why we shot it like serpents. That's why I shot it like serpents. It's in our DNA. And I'm praying that spell come up off of him. You know, man, so I take him up under my wing, man, and protect him. Because now that my brothers did, that's my son. With scripture. His mom ain't my wife, hell no. But that's my son. He ain't got no dad. So I'm his dad. Shotty's my son. So I'm letting the Most High work it out. And then we're comfortable enough, I'll have mine, he'll have his, we'll fly away. And create a new world. And rebuild our family name. Because these niggas they fucked it all up between Lauren and them on our side, and these niggas up Lincoln on my dad's side.
So if you're going to build a new world, and the Most High is going to change the world and gather Israel back together, where does that fall in at?
Well, let's look at the language. Israel means you're still wrestling with the Ten Commandments. So you out. So your new world is with those who have no respect for the Ten Commandments, won't write it on their heart, won't study it, won't research it, won't try it, won't preach it or teach it, so you be called the least in the kingdom of heaven. Next question.
So I mean, what I'm saying is that when you read in the scripture and it says, "Thus saith the Most High,
Okay.
I will restore Israel." What do you do with that? You throw it out the window.
Once again, in Prophet Joel, it's in Acts. You go to Acts. I stress that out very, very heavy, because I'm calling Yahweh into existence, his character, and that means the outpouring of the Spirit. Now, if I'm going to redeem a hard-headed nigga, I got to pour some shit into his head, or something in his cup that's not poisonous like they did me. So what we're doing is we're going to pour the Spirit of truth in this world, where those of Israel who are wrestling with the Most High. Matter of fact, you chimed in because that's the name of this video. See y'all? Those just watching the video. So yeah. You just part of a prophecy just now. You just fulfilled a prophecy just now. So let us answer this. Now, and it goes for me right now. Matter of fact, we'll say this guy here that's always running his fucking mouth. They want to shut up. And this is why I'm not going to shut up. Most High came to me. No, I went to the Most High. Broken. Done. I can't stop doing the shit that I'm doing or whatever the hell it is. And I want to work, live for you. What's the agreement? Empty everything you knew. No problem. So that means I'm not wrestling with nothing no more. See that? I was wrestling with the Most High until I made a stand and said, you know what? Everything that I was taught makes me wrestle with myself and you, Father. And I've never got no peace. And I'm damn near 40 years old. I can't spend another 60 years like this, man. And they say I'm going to die peaceful. That'll be a damn lie to my own heart. I'll die 10 years too soon. I don't want to do that. And that's talking to my own self, though. And then, as my heart and my voyance, I don't know about clear or dusty, but I just know there's a voyance, not a void, but a voyance that says, hey, motherfucker, choose what you're going to serve right now. Is you going to wrestle with this shit, or are you going to put this shit in action? End of story. That's step one. Step one, the Ten Commandments, step one. That's it. And for some reason, I'm reading quotes that's talking about everything other than. Like the most Americans. I don't know what is this Noble Drew Ali juice like Jesus and Yahweh ben Yahweh juice. It's like, God damn. How many teeth got to get pulled out? How many people got to die? How many feudalisms that the nations around us got to keep renewing their contracts of killing us legally? Yeah, I said it, legally. Because I'm starting to feel like them. One commandment and 1 million people can't follow that shit. One. That's embarrassing. We have a living God that says, try this one thing first. The other 2, 3, 4 will click in. And they won't. But they'll click in a fucking bullet. They'll click in a condom. They'll click in weave. Curse words. Unrighteous oaths. And make wicked more important than good and evil. That's not even the tree of life. In the garden, wickedness is not even in the fucking garden. How you don't bring wickedness into the Garden of Eden? Good and evil's there, cool. We can work with that. We can work with good and evil. I fucks with that every day. Everybody do. Welcome to life, up and down. Good day. Fuck it. But wicked? What is this? And they say God's not real and this ain't real and you this and all right, you know what? How about this? Keep doing what you're doing. I see.
As long as you can save your soul, you ain't got others to worry about because every man got to be responsible for his own.
And exactly. In fact, Where's that scripture at now that you mentioned that was awesome? It says,
Should be.
no, the scripture says, if you can read it, because this is wonderful. Matter of fact, we should do this more often.
Genesis. Every man must die for his own. Genesis or Jeremiah.
Okay, how about the one that says, those who teach my commandments are the greatest in heaven? What about that one? Where's that one at? Let me see. Let me find another dip real quick, y'all. Hold on.
I was reading something about it.
Where in the Bible it says, teach my commandments and shit. Hold on.
I normally write them down in my tablet. I don't have my tablet with me.
Okay, here you go. I got it. In John 15:10, if you keep my commandments, I shall abide and you shall abide in my love. Oh, that's it. Right there.
But in John, that's the New Testament, right?
It doesn't make a difference. Commandments. That's the problem with people. You know what I'm saying? Oh, because it's in John. The point is, the big neon sign, the bling bling, the crack hit, the dope fiend hit, that when you get the big booty and the big penis that make you come. That's you, mama. We're talking to the audience. So we're not disrespecting my mama, whoever's thinking that dumbass shit. You devil. I felt y'all. Because we're adults. This is a serious conversation. And this is how I live. And I'm tired of thinking about this stuff when I go outside. So regardless if it's in the new, old, or toilet paper, it can be written on a baggie of weed or crack. I don't give a damn. It says, on your way getting high, nigga, keep my commandments. On your way to work, while you having sex, because that might keep you from being treated like a whore before you have or after sex. That conversation would be a little different if you try that, y'all. That's why people try to say I'm gay and all that. Okay, Ten Commandments say we don't play that. So there's my police badge, pussy. The Ten Commandments is my police badge. Woo, 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 woo. 400 and something drive around license. Those niggas is crazy. Somebody should knew that was a setup after the first 50. Ain't never had no shit like that till I come to this raggedy ass nigga city. And ye shall abide in my love, even if as I have kept my father's commands. Who the fuck is a Christian again? Or a Muslim or a Muslim? Or anything using any Messiah's name? If you keep my commandments, you shall abide in my love as I keep my father's commandments. Saying 10. Actually, that's 20. 30. 40 if you count mind, body, soul, and action. And then the result is 5. That's star power, nigga. That's Hollywood right there. That's Hollywood. Not Hollywood. That's Hollywood. That ain't Jewwood. That's I wish you would. Touch us. If you're going to live the commandments, the Most High said, I love you, nigga. Come on, man. What they say, money can't do what, mama? What's that song? Hey, Diesel. Hey, Twan, Erica, Stacy, and all you other Homewood funny-ass names, Kemet, Egyptian Science, wearing pistol toting, non-hustling, resort to robbing pizza. God damn. Hey, anybody listening, do not do a crime with a nigga that got a charge for robbing a pizza man. Don't do it.
You ever stick somebody up?
Absolutely not. Didn't have to. But I whipped a couple niggas' ass for trying to stick me up. I remember when I had that sheepskin on, them BK Brown boots, the fur in it, the bass boost boom. And when another family member's place, right? This I knew was a setup back then. And I walked by my cousin Winfield's crib in Tioga. Right in the crib from my old crib. But they say I burglarized. It's just a bitch. Man, this guy, man, I got stories for days. And then my man Lamont Arn, and then we talking at the corner, everybody getting money, and the man, this is what, and the man was the shit. I mean, everybody getting money. Man, everybody got rocks. We got socks full of rocks. Man, I got my camel skin coat, man, looking fly. Shit, yeah. 13 niggas jumped me, man. One hit me in the head with a big ass gallon bottle. I shook that shit off, man. I had to grab me one nigga and just so beating his ass while the other 12 was on me. And every time I felt the punch, I gave him 2. Straight up. And from that day on, I learned how to zone out and just whoop the fuck out of niggas. Just grabbing them down one by one. Bow! Straight up. Straight up. Just grab, all you gotta do is lay down and just grab, go. The back of hurt for a minute, but after you start, after you grab them, and you start moving, they start kicking their own friends. They be, who are you kicking me? Yup. Bow! Knock him out and grab the other one. He sleep. Now next thing you know, everybody on the ground sleep. Yeah. Man. I think that's why they hit me with all them goddamn cars. Big up, rest in peace, Big Kimbo. Man, I think I'd have been a light-skinned Kimbo, man. I just remember, man, I was big as hell when I was young until I got hit by them cars. I was big as fuck. I was good at football, basketball, swimming. We stayed active. We wasn't never lazy. You know that, man. We know we wasn't no thief, no drug dealers, and we wasn't that. You know that wasn't in our blood. We was overcomers. We was competitors and shit. We was competitors in everything we do. How we know? Because if you keep my commandments, you're abiding my love. Simple remedy, man. And even if I kept my father's commandments, as I abide in his love. So there's a family that when we live and teach these commandments, these 10 things, we're in a natural spiritual love of family. And that's why heaven and earth is judging you niggas, and you gotta die. Because that's the same judgment for me. It is written, do not wish judgment on another man or woman. Don't give a fuck if you, 1, guilty, and 2, if it's personal. You bet not. God said, I made these people, not you. Who the fuck is you cursing and think you just gonna do what I got plans for this dude right here, and here you think you gonna mess. Who's you? Thus says the Lord. Whoever who's listening to this. Who is you making fuck with my shit? You humans, y'all fuck with each other's shit and get away with that. That's why I got pale skins, bombs, weapons, AIDS, addictions. That's why I got you sticking your penises and stuff in each other's babies so you can look at what you do. And that's why I got those who I love or observing this shit. Oh, y'all didn't know. 144. I thought it was just something in the book. Sucks to be you. You believe in making fake, false business bank accounts for fake counterfeit money. Somebody get busted probably. You come up with another idea. I don't know how. You decide to buy drugs and go on the black market using my name. Then it worked one time, then you decided, fuck it. Let's go big. He's stupid. And then we'll take the money and we'll have somebody kill him. But the first thing we got to do, we got to get Stacey Lane Anderson and Erica Beverly to get together. Because for some reason they all up East Hills. Because my cousin Junior's girl is dead, that Stacey left in East Hills. Erica's sister is dead, who she's been prostituting and selling drugs. So when I look at Erica and Stacey, and I see 2 people dead from East Hills, and people driving, and them people shit, losing their shit, like, for real? Like, y'all think nobody care about Angie and, I forget my, what was Junior's girlfriend's name? What was that girl's name? Huh?
one that died?
Yeah.
Uh,
Stacy was on the phone with me when she died. I was on the phone with her. That's how I knew what was going on. Try to get me caught up in that shit.
oh, wow.
Yeah. Yeah, they were all trying to get me caught up in it. That's why, look, that's why I'm like,
I still don't know what happened.
oh, we do. Stacy called me on the phone because she dropped her her LG stylus print at the crime at the scene of the crime.
Because her mother said that she had a bad asthma attack.
Nope. Stacy was on the phone. It was a crap. So they opened this Pandora's box, mama. Gangsters. They didn't even have a loyal bone.
Joanne, that's her name.
Joanne, yup. Matter of fact, that paper came up too. Yup. These names popped
Mom
up.
said that she wanted to know if she died from drugs, and she said the Undertaker said no, she had a bad asthma attack.
They lied. They lied because it was still a plot. It was still a plot not done. Yeah, they lied. Hey, tell her when you talk to her mom, tell her they lied. Tell her they lied. I talked to Stacy. She called me, man. So tell her round them all, tell them put them all in jail. The caretaker too. Yeah, that is your part. Y'all heard it, America.
Put all who in jail?
Stacy and all of them. Yeah, they going around stealing people's IDs and setting them up and having them killed. There's a bunch of them. Yeah. That's how, because when they see me isolated, that's why nobody would come around, because I was marked for death. It was all a setup. This last attempt, that's why she kept talking about, I'm going to call Swissville police. You see what I'm saying? For every little thing, they try to get me to go to jail so I can get killed. Because Swissville was supposed to kill me. That's why the officer's mom died. And now he's no longer on the police force.
That's why whose mom died?
Wilkesboro police officer. But my silver Cadillac was a setup. Yeah, they think I don't know. They
mom died?
Yeah, Swissville police. His mom died. Yeah, it was all clicking in. Because it started out with what's her name taking my car out of McKeesport. When they didn't pay my insurance, and I seen Antoine's friend Bolt, who got murdered on Hamilton. I already knew what was going on because he ended up with this young girl that I was sending to school. See, everybody was.
You know that guy that got shot up on Franktown Avenue, Mike Tomlin?
I just seen his name too. They all part of it. What it is what happened was people didn't know shit about shit. It had nothing to do with nothing. This is the fucked up part. Both of us, Antoine and them, and Stacy and her sons and them, and Tammy's sons, and Erica's sons and all them, was using counterfeit money to send over the dark web and getting fentanyl and shit and sending it to the jails. Yeah, because they try to get me trapped in it. Come on. I guess give me some addresses. Niggas, you crazy? I should have been the last nigga to ask for some addresses to make some fentanyl and send them. You crazy? Nigga, we ain't cool. I'm 50-something years old. You in your 30s. I ain't doing it jail. You crazy in the bitch. And then I sent him downtown. Same shit. But then one day, he helped me in Stacy's crib. And he slipped up and said, let me get in the bed with you. And that's how I knew they was all in the bed together. Passing around diseases. They got the AIDS. All of them got AIDS and passing around the whole city.
Wow.
That's bigger than what you think, man. So now that's how Godfrey comes up linking, using my Clear Image, or I think it was Clear Image, or no, Black Ink Company. He created a little studio somewhere out of town in Philly or Jersey. And so all of a sudden he's always popping up. Remember the guy, that fat bald head guy, come up the Moors and all that?
The one down in Squirrel Hill?
Yeah, him. He came and took a picture of our house to get the energy and do magic spells. That's what ties him and this woman into it. in the state. Oh my man, these motherfuckers is, bro. Man, look. All I can say is this: if I done that to you, mom, that'd be my ass. That's just to you, mom. If I did any of that to you, that'd be my ass. The hood would fuck me up. You know that? In fact, let me do you wrong, or any woman in the hood. That's my ass. These niggas went way and beyond a fist fight, or let's put your money up and let's gamble, or let's build something together. Cause I'm like, I don't owe you niggas nothing. I ain't never stole from you niggas. I'm literally watching you steal my shit, and I'm letting it go back cause I told God I'm done with being materialistic. I'm not going to jail while somebody wearing my shit. And then it's old. You know what I mean? Especially when I bought 5 pair of ear bubbles at $200 a piece, man. And I ain't even put them bitches on. And when I put in my feet, they was all busted. Why? Because it was cold outside. I'm done. I'm done. I'm done. I don't want shit but peace. And be able to create with other people and watch them enjoy it and just walk and create shit and keep pushing. I sprinkle fairy dust on the nigga's ass. So yeah, money can't buy me love, man. I'm cool. My soul's not for sale. So I want them all to die, mama. That'll break your heart, man. If I'd have died for no fucking reason, I would have literally came back from hell, man, to make sure. And I would have begged God for this one favor, man, before he destroyed my existence. Just let me get the motherfuckers that broke my mama's heart. Because you don't deserve that. You've been beat enough. Women been beat enough emotionally and spiritually. You know what I mean? I'm not guilty of that, man. And I want them to die. Fuck that. Because that's what I want for myself. And I mean that. I want for them what they wanted from me, man. And it's not even about me. You know how many people went back to using drugs because of these dumbass niggas? There's a lot of people out there right now don't have to be you on drugs because of these wicked motherfuckers. And that hurt. That's the part that hurt. That's the part that hurt. That these people was looking forward to going the fuck to work and putting good money in their pocket. And they was their own fucking boss. It was their own fucking boss. And if a job didn't get done, nobody eat. Not even me. I don't eat if the whole pack don't eat. You know what I mean, fam? Real shit, man. That's where I get down. Everybody eat around me, man. In here, that's the hurt part. I'm not even looking for niggas, man. I'm not even thinking about niggas, and for some reason this shit just keep coming past. Oh, did I just see that? I'm gonna wake up saying this shit, nigga. This shit confirming my goddamn, this shit I've been told. Damn, where's this nigga's page at? Bro, I'm trying to find this guy's page. He got this beat on here that's hot as hell. Ah, where's it at? Oh man, that's messed up. Where is that beat at, man? Hold on for a minute, man. Oh, this nigga crazy. Oh, this nigga crazy. That's some funny shit. Oh, that's some funny shit, y'all. Look at this shit. That was some clever shit. That was some clever shit. Ah! Wiggle! Ah! Welcome to Wiggle World, niggas. Welcome to Wiggle World, niggas. Ah! Oh, man, where this motherfucking music at, man? Damn, town. You done took the youth down with you, man. You took your kid. Wow, wow. They done got young niggas dying for nothing, man. Oh, shit. What's this? Oh, I'm turning new niggas, y'all. Look. New history. Oh, new history, y'all. Look. New niggas. New hip hop, new New York, nigga. Y'all out. Yeah, we can't tolerate that. They can't tolerate that shit no more, man. Let's see what else they got here. Ooh, shit. Oh, wow, that was shit. Oh. And we're coming up next with that. Coming up next with that. I'm glad that he is good at that. I want to do the same. I ain't never got a chance to do a lot of things, but I will. I'm in charge. 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 Tell him. 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 Ten Commandments, man. Ten Commandments, man. Carry fresh music. Ten Commandments. Teach down. Ten Commandments. Teach down. Ten Commandments. Teach down. Ten Commandments. Teach down. Ten Commandments. Ten Commandments. Yeah, you are our only star. Ten Commandments, teach them to your crib. Teach them where you live. Ten Commandments, teach them where you live. Ten Commandments, teach them to the kids. I meant to say the children. Teach them to your family. Teach the Ten Commandments. Everywhere you go, even in your sleep, even in your dreams, even when you're upset and you feel like fighting. Ten Commandment things. Ten Commandments. Ten Commandment things. Pineal gland up. Crystal Palace. Eject. Eject. Crystal Palace. Ten Commandments. Teach them to your children. Teach them in your hood. They taste good. Hold on, I need something to wash down now. Where's my soda at? Ten Commandments. It's good for the team. I like it that.
I will build you a fully
let's find another one. We find one more. Nope. Let's find another one.
I find it crazy how
Let's see. Let's see. Uh-oh. Hold up. 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 Let me get a book. Let me read something to you. Let's try some story time. Let's do some different types of rhymes. back to Jesus as it is. His divine grace. Written by AC by Gabby Defendida, Swami, Prabha Upapada, Kwame, Asalama, Lame, Kame, Fun, get somebody to sing. See, folks be talking about Solomon, and I've been thinking like, damn, what's the real problem, man? I'm like, okay, what's this? What's that? Let me think way back. No, I'm pondering. Some never even squandering. But as I put things together, these pieces, I don't see any recess, ball spot, stop. Looks like a golf cart hole in that one, but not two, but ear holes I hear. I see with my ears and I hear with my eyes. I speak with my body and I hypnotize with my designer too. Say hello and happy hustle. This is Doublelicious.com. I am your kinfolk, Jose Omar Weathers. We say how to my palm readers. Y'all know, tell the people, we don't play that magic. You know, hocus pocus. Hit this out. Go to the wall. Let me see something. Let me try. Let's see if I run to the wall. Okay? Let's try this. Hocus pocus, right? Hocus pocus. Well, I'm too old to keep trying, y'all, so that should be good enough. Crippled ass motherfucker like that with that extreme. As far as I go, playing your little monkey tricks, okay? We're not going that far. But that's who it belongs to. Rock it out, 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 rock it out. That's what be about. Check out his page on Instagram. Let me see if I can get it clear. Wild Hunter Music. That's his music. Wake up. Let's get some reads on. Woo! Hot. Warm. Fan. Shit up. What's up? Tribe Called Quest, Posse Noose, Diggable Planets. Those who remember that flame, that was the conscious music right there. Until X-Clan came in with bones and sparrows and bones and arrows in their nose and shit. Started slinging that big ass African leather patch. Hey, the African leather patch was the shit, y'all. Remember that? More power, man. Panther power. What's up? To all the Black Panthers, man. What's up? To all the revolutionists, man. What's up? To all the movement makers, man. What's up to all the Quakers and the Shakers, man. Those who are fighting a good fight, man. Big ups, man. Big ups. Big ups, man. Big ups, man. Big ups. People underestimate what we carry on our hearts, traveling these streets and navigating through wickedness. See, because if you don't have a compass, which is the root word for compassion, compassionate, and whatever else you want to put with that, you need a compass to show any compassion. And so I have the compass to navigate in compassion, because I'm compassionate about what type of cargo I'm bringing in the sea of life. You get that. And if you think about it, it's the same language as this one guy who rules 3/4 of the planet. And that's the Pope. He says, I am the vicar of Christ. I get my authority from this Jesus as the vicar in man's form. I got a 3-tier hat that says I'm in charge of this motherfucking 3/4 of this world. And they call him what? The Holy See. And if you spell it out, you'll be like, oh shit. And if you look at it literally and you look around you, that part. And we didn't say nothing about religion. We're just talking about power. By the power in thee, I invest my soul. And every time, and I'm saying it's not bad or good, right or wrong, I'm just saying. Why a lot of you motherfuckers is wicked. I ain't say evil or good, right or wrong. We're saying wicked. We're saying wicked. Is the Pope wicked? Look for the results. Is he evil? I'm quite sure. I got some evil shit in me. But I'm not an evil-hearted person. I am a good-hearted person who wrestles with good and evil in my life every day. And I'm okay with that because I'm still in charge. See? It's called choice awareness. All right? I was going to screen something on the screen, but I got a friend, it ain't going to roll, it ain't going to be handed to me. Because no good news is good news. Like Gary. I knew. Oh, shit. Hey, to the brother, I don't want to say his name because he's a good brother. And I might have mentioned your name. We grew up, you know. The truth is the truth. You know, because y'all said some foul shit, but nonetheless, I'm happy for you, man. Provided that you ain't part of this criminal shit, insurance fraud. Y'all know who y'all is. You insurance workers. Mr. Insurance Guy. That somebody bought a Maybach BMW. I mean Mercedes Benz. Somebody's millionaires and selling insurance. So I'm just hoping. Because I've seen some shit that said childhood friends. And it started to make sense. Mr. Mans, why everybody keep asking me, where's your boy at? After the first 15 people asked me that so many years ago, and then all of a sudden you pop up with, oh yeah, I talked to your Aunt Marla and she said you're going to move up Lincoln. How the fuck she going to listen to you? Like, what did I do that I had to go through you to get anything done? And I've noticed that when you work with me and my dad. Like, you thought I had to go through you to get shit done? You know when I see, every time I see your mama, I love her to death. That's my shorty, man. She's the more reason why you walking for real, man. Long time ago. Long time ago, B. So you might want to hit your knees, especially after I gave you that rug and all hell broke loose in your house. You've been mad about me ever since. Same thing with Bull when I gave you those prayer beads and what happened. See, I gave you those prayer beads and I gave you that Muslim rug because you're guilty. I don't pray to those fucking beads. And I damn sure don't pray to no motherfucking rug. So all the abominations that everybody thought I was doing with those prayer rugs and read, yeah, I did stick that on you. And look what the trap brung in. A whole bunch of you motherfuckers. 2 guys who I thought, well, there's never been no hustlers for real. Sports and penis. That's all y'all think about. Sports and penis. Oh, and pussy. You was like that when you was a kid, and you like that as adult males. Wow. Money and pussy, you got a lot of people killed. You too. A lot of people hurt, set up, and like, what's so horrible about it? I even told you. I said, y'all seen some of them videos where I said, Papa, I said, you don't hear. I said, why do they keep sending me the raggediest hoes? And not only that they're raggedy, they're broke, they're stupid, they can't spell, they can't converse, they can't use a phone for real. And if they don't fuck, get high, party, and gossip, they're gum under a dog's paw. Facts, man. So you know what I did? I said, you know what? I'm bored. I'm bored. This is part of my initiation to something. I don't know what the fuck it is. I can spirit. I can feel the spirit. I said, you know what? I'll play with it. See how far this shit go. Because what I wasn't going to do is let you see the day that I died for drugs. Did you know that? I knew that. That's what you wanted. Before I even left Pittsburgh. Because you would get everybody else, even your enemies, more respect than a motherfucker who made sure everybody eat. So the nigga that made sure everybody eat and would make sure everybody eat and took care of your fucking children and your grandmoms and them, you rat, roach, raggedy, ooh. You're lucky I'm not a fucking drug cartel. For real. Because that'd murder your whole fucking neighborhood, man. That's what I want for y'all. I want every neighborhood cleaned out. Put some new real hustlers up there. They need to be cleaned out. Because they tried to clean me out first. That's why I'm saying that. Now, if I woke up and said, hey, y'all, I'm in my emotions. Jimmy beat me up because I owe him $400 because I went to the club and I thought we was friends and he pistol with me and so I went to Ricky's crib and I tried to see if I get a deal on a piece of a brick or two, and then on the way the police stopped me and god damn. Dano, don't book him. Throw this nigga in the dungeon. He can't ride in our car. No. We're not riding this nigga nowhere. Take him in the dungeon, give him to Mr. Lobos, and tell Mr. Lobos, dinner time. Hey, Diablos, remember you said, damn, man, y'all said this twice. I remember, I'll never forget it. You said you're too good for hell, and heaven's not ready for you. And I asked y'all, what do I do in between time? My gift to you, Cali, Florida, Mexico, Detroit, Vegas, Canada, and most of all, Let's fall out and forget about them. The victims. The dead children. The dead people who got murdered because they thought their friends was real. Because a lot of people got murdered, man, thinking that that person loved them, but really they got murdered because they was in the way or because they was greedy. You know, the last couple of times I went up Lincoln, it was always, I'm hearing about children getting shot. And I'm like, that didn't happen when I lived up there. Run around stabbing and like, that didn't happen when I was up there. I was outside, we were picking up trash. We would pay people to help pick up trash. We helped people do something so they wouldn't have to think about killing people. And then we would send out the love vibration and say, hey, what do they owe you? What do she owe you? What do they owe you? Let us pay for that debt and let them come under our umbrella, and we're going to go work to clean the hood up. And they be like, go ahead, OG. That's cool. Matter of fact, I don't even want the money as long as they don't fuck around. It was perfect, man. You know what I mean? And can you imagine you being a dope boy, dope girl? You're a good person, though. And I mean, I'm not condoning the shit, but I'm just saying life is life, right? You're a good motherfucker, man. And you don't mind giving a motherfucker credit. You know what I mean? You know how it is. Shit. You might have went to the plug a band short. You know, shit happened, right? So, give a nigga a pass. You know what I mean? I get it to when you get it. That's not what I was about to say. But I mean, I still do that, but, oh. So, like, my workers who's working on getting off of drugs, because they're working with me, so obviously they don't have time to pay your deadline. You know what I mean? So I'm like, look, I pays everybody in cash. Nobody goes home with less than $100 that day, cash. The truck is filled up. We eating food. We smoking weed off the job. No paraphernalia, none of that other shit. And don't nobody allowed to bring no shit in my trucks and businesses, but moi. When you out, you fuck my shit up. I don't give a fuck who you is. And so people seen that shit, right? So niggas is paying their crack debts and they dope debts. But matter of fact, people would get their money and be like, fuck that dope. I got paper and I'm going to work every day and I'm getting paid without an argument. And if we don't get done that day, nobody's getting paid. So that means I don't feel like an asshole. Yeah, that's what happens when you work for Clear Image, man. That's what happens when you fuck with Dapperlicious.com. That's what happens when you fuck with Fly Paper Products. That's what happens because that's how we live. So the Most High Yah is real. I'm a living product of the Ten Commandments, and there's other people I'm sure are living products, different variations. I'm not the shit. Please no. The Ten Commandments is my fly paper. I don't run the shit. I run the fly paper. I went straight to the Ten Commandments. That's my trademark. Ten Commandments and fly paper. That's my trademark. Dapperlicious.com. Fly Paper Products. And then what's crazy, right? I already knew the niggas stealing my shit, rewriting the shit, recopying it literally, and creating their own platform off of my 8-hour videos, as if you ain't gonna notice my vibration. Wow. That's a lot of shit for a fucking nothing ass nigga. Somebody gonna start paying me for some of this shit, Randy. Somebody owe me some money. Matter of fact, I'm sure one of you motherfuckers owe me a lot of motherfuckers. Hey, yo, did this work? Oh, let me see this bitch work. This work? My money? Don't you owe me something, nigga? I'm sure you done told somebody I owe you. But I don't. I show up for court. My court cases. I don't show up to nobody else's court cases like you niggas. Hey man, somebody pull a record chop. I think it should be a hood check. There should be a global hood check. And everybody on social media talking shit, whatever. There should be a who showed up for whose court hearings. There should be a hood check. Hey cartel, since everybody want to kill niggas, you know what I mean? You know what I mean? Want to be in their life, right? Hey Masons, Eastern Star, sisters. Hey, we want to know who showed up at other people's courts. That was a different story, huh? Wait for it. You be like, for real? Yeah. Something just came across my thought. Nah. Let's read some shit. Hey, Kev, hope you ain't guilty. You, Troy Keith, and my sister Dawn. Here's the pattern before we switch gears. We'll get up out of here. Here's the pattern. And we're going to get off the shit. And if I get some more information from the spirits, I'll pass it on to y'all. Here's the pattern. I've done nothing to you. None of you. I've never done nothing to none of y'all, really. I buy and sell cars. And I was buying and trading money. I was doing money marketing, practicing, learning how to trade money. Not chase money, trade money. I was trading what you was chasing. So if you thought the money was over there, I'd trade it to it be over here. If you thought the money was over here, I'd shift it and put it over there. And then I'd shift the money around so many ways. Why? Because I trade money markets. So those who don't think about money, but think about the markets that money create, they will see a pattern of this market is hot, but you're too busy doing this. So while I'm sitting here eating a big bowl of popcorn and cereal like this, and you're jealous about how come shit's so easy, because I understand the markets. You don't. So by nature, we're not in the same classroom. So I don't have to fight, argue, threaten you. I seen y'all shook when I had my body armor and then set me up to have my shit taken. It's alright. I bought another one. I got some other special shit I got. So just own up to your shit, man. Go take your punishment like a man, you know. Take your punishment. Y'all woke up with this shit. Take your punishment, you know what I mean? You know, and die slow, man. And I want to explain to my Hebrew Muslim brothers and sisters, and my Afro-Asiatic brothers and sisters, we're not promoting any violence on any form or fashion or any vibration. We're closing this door on this justice because now these cards have been revealed. You know what I mean? So, and I have to put these things out here because somebody might not have got the truth or got the information on their way to come and hurt an innocent person, be it me, somebody's child, or something like that. So I would be guilty of not saying nothing because, you know what, I'm just going to be quiet. Okay, I found out, don't say nothing. No, I have to say something for the safety of other people that even, like I found out that there's other victims. And it's not a coincidence that these shootings started happening in front of the store. You know, black cats, people talking about, I'm about to kill for any, I need some money because I'll kill for any type of money. You know what I mean? Young boy too, you know what I mean? We go to the little site thing. I see him dejected. I'm like, bro, what's wrong, man? You know? And he's being friends with motherfuckers that been robbing him. And I'm like, look, you doing what I was doing. When I first came back to these niggas, they was robbing me and shit. I tried to walk away. And they started attacking my bitches, my money, it's like this. When I first walked away from these niggas, I met a little shorty, something like that. You know what I mean? We chit chat, get along. Then the rumors came and it was like, what's going on here? My van was fucked up, this was fucked up, shit was fucked up. You know what I mean? Pay my little twos and few debts. You want to see that I was paying my debts, boom. And my motorcycle, trucks, cool. These got hateful. You know, and you see these raggedy bitches, man. Raggedy. I just want to say to the other families who don't know what their family members is doing. I'm not a person attacking your family or your family's integrity. All right? Your friends and family and cousins and girlfriends and baby's daddies or whatever, they decided to watch TV and then reenact it in the real world. And they thought that they could do what they wanted to, and thought the Most High, Lucifer, angels and demons, sorcerers, witches, wizards, warlocks, the whole nine, whatever you want to call it. These things exist. I know. I see what I see. Fucking what that shit did to my aunt. Okay, let me put this on the air. My Aunt Dorina, I love her to death, man. She was a brilliant seamstress. She was a customizer. She was a fabricator. She could put cloth on anything. You know what I mean? She made, my God, she was a genius. And I watched her crumble. And I watched them watch her crumble. You said, why wouldn't you do nothing? Because she and myself was two of the lightest ones in the family. So I took notes, how they was, you know. So I guess an argument happened and she goes out and don't come back for about 3 months, man. And she meet this wizard from up Garfield. And he drives her crazy to drugs, man. Put shit up her ass. Yeah, he did her bad. What is this motherfucker's name? But he's dead, though. What is his name? God killed his ass, though. Straight up, God killed him. Because he put a spell on my aunt. She got hooked on drugs. He started having raggedy sex with, man. But at this time, when I noticed this, I couldn't do nothing about it. The spell's already in her. The damage is done. And she would attack you if you say something. Why? Because all that abuse turned her heart black. So it was either the dedication for life was gone. Why? Because the abuse was so great. The darkness was so great that the light of a hope was out. And she never came back from But then when she got rid of him, or when he died, she started getting better. And she met this white guy. She said he'd pick up her about Peabody. Looking at it right now. She wants me to tell her story I'm seeing. See what I'm talking. She wants me to tell her story. And I would watch them, and I say, "Auntie, you all right?" And she, "Yeah, I'm all right." And I tell her John's, because I can't say anything about people's life, but what I can say, because I don't know if I'm going to see you again, because that's what I'm used to. I'm used to seeing a person this minute, the next person, never see them again. That's why I don't hold on to people. I just don't. I can't. I'm not holding on something I can't control. And hell, shit, I handed over my will over to the Most High because I'm not too good controlling my motherfucking self. So the last thing I want to do is pray to the next motherfucking civil rights leader. No. So coin tail, all that shit, take your arrow off my balls and your bullseye off my brain. Don't do a JFK on me, man. I am not that nigga. Nope, I am not the one that's coming to play Yahweh been Yahweh and let's kill all the white people and stick babies in the trees because you did it to us. I'm not in that group. Nope. I'm not in that party where I'm so emotional that I just want to kill everybody because I'm a black supremacist. Nope. I don't fit anybody else's propaganda but Ten Commandments. Wherever that's needed, that's where I go. And what I found from my research and my own personal safety, because this shit hurt, niggas. I don't want this. It hurt, alright? Matter of fact, I got a song about that shit. It goes like this, y'all. Let me see if I can find a beat. Hold on. It hurt. It hurts. It hurts. It. Hold up.
Okay, the scoreboard is this one.
Yo, it hurts, it hurts, it hurts. Like a motherfucker. One more time. It hurts, it hurts, it hurts. Capitalists.com. Like a motherfucker. Two. It hurts, it hurts, it hurts. Like a motherfucker. Next. It hurts, it hurts, it hurts. Like a motherfucker. Tell him, Papa. It hurts, it hurts, it hurts. Tell him. Like a motherfucker. Like a motherfucker. Again, it hurts. It hurts. It hurts. Like a motherfucker. Like a motherfucker. Capitalists.com. Fried paper products, yeah. Capitalists.com. Fly paper products. Like a motherfucker. Again, it hurts. It hurts. Like a motherfucker. the fun. Hey, hey, hey. It hurts, it hurts, it hurts. Come on, tell 'em. Like a motherfucker. Praise the Most High. Tell him, Papa, it hurts, it hurts, it hurts. Tell him, like a motherfucker. Facebook exclusive. Tell him, it hurts, it hurts. Like a motherfucker. Definition, Jose Omo Weathers, baby. What's up? What you got to say? Ain't no intellectual stolen property here. You can't steal this, Godfrey. You ain't the only nigga, man. Man, we do this every day, all day, like water. We're getting better and better and better. Never stopping. Y'all can't stop what God has given me for free. That's why you gotta pay for everything. Cause you're not original. So, it hurts, it hurts, it hurts. Tell 'em, like your motherfucker. Tell 'em, again, it hurts, it hurts, it hurts. Tell 'em, like your motherfucker. Can you feel that, y'all? Swing! Back there. Yeah, you right there. Do it! Tell them. Let me hear you say it. Louder. Yeah, you. What? It hurts. It hurts. Let's get it. Let's get it. Like what? Tell them. What? Again. It hurts. It hurts. It hurts. Like you motherfucker. Again. Tell them. It hurts. It hurts. Like you motherfucker. Yeah. Woo. What's up, y'all? Hope y'all enjoying the show. You know what I mean? I can't sing a lick. Nah. I can't sing a lick. Man. I want to thank the Most High, man. I want to thank the balanced Masons who know how to play their chess game. Because, you know, black and white, good and evil, that's part of the chess game. That wicked shit, we don't know what the fuck that is, man. You know what I mean? We don't know what the fuck that is. No tongue. I did brush my tongue, so don't... Man, somebody said something about some brown teeth. Hey. My brown teeth should be the last thing your bitch ass is worried about. Because if you seen if my teeth was... If my teeth was brown, you could imagine, not measure, or major imagine, league, too. If my teeth is brown, I admit that because I smoke weed and I don't go no fucking mirror. I think I what, about 20 minutes too long. I had to hook that shit up. There's some good shit if you smoke cigarettes. Don't drink too much of it. You'll be fucked up. It was a good brand. I suggest you buy it. It tastes good. Just don't drink too much of this shit. That's all I'm saying. We don't want no lawsuits. We're not under contract, but I'm just saying y'all see me drinking this shit. I can't sing a lick. I know I said I was going to read some shit. But I had a moment of clarity. Ooh, I got $2. Oh shit! Fuck Walt Disney. Give me a bag of M&Ms. Only nigga with no teeth trying to eat M&M's. You know that's weird. Guilty. Guilty. Only nigga I know eat M&M's with no teeth. Alright, help me, Papa. What we doing, man? Where we at? They keep saying there's no God. God is not real. What philosophers would they accept? So what they really like is the Black Kemet shit. But I got the books who they admit that they created these words for their academia, not for you to take Kemet and make you. You ever let somebody use something and they don't bring it back and they be like, I thought you let me have it. We're like, no, we let you use Kemet, Black African American. We didn't say you is Kemet. That part. Wait till they wake up to that. And I want to stress this to the Masons, the Moors, man. I don't know. I for all the Masons, he says, oh yeah, I don't know what my grandparents and them did, yo. But I ain't got nothing to do with that shit. I ain't mad at nobody. And I pray I ain't mad at me, but right is right and wrong is wrong. Because as a Yahs bear witness, he said, I don't have no contenders, man. You don't put nobody next to Yahs. Nobody. No prophet, nobody. The messengers themselves say, you better not put me next to Yahs. You better not. You're the shirt. We're part of Muslim and Muslim memo than you get. So we have the chessboard, black, white, good and evil. We're saying, well, it's me and you over here. Why is wicked sitting here? Good and evil is cool. That's the game. Why is wicked sitting here? So you cheating. I'm just saying. That's cheating. In fact, we had a big ass chessboard downtown. Real shit. And it didn't dawn on me, you know what I mean? It was weird as hell, yo. Cause mind you, I rode a chessboard when I was in jail. I had my Irish buddy. I forgot his name, man, but I called his brother. He cool. Hope you alright. Love you. And here's my son. So I rode the chessboard on the board. It wasn't my vision. He was there when I rode it on the thing. And so speed up to last month or something. There's the officer, Big Dipper, Little Dipper, the circle, inner circle, outer circle. And my mind, I'm hearing out in the outer course is the dogs, the sorcerers, and the magicians, the people who love and hate practice deceit. I said, okay, well, I'm in the outer circle, and I ain't fuck with many brothers because they on some other shit, with that racist Greek shit. They upset. I don't know what they mad for. Ain't nobody trying to attack Athena or any of their Greek gods. Ain't nobody, you know, man, nobody arguing with y'all Greek gods or the Egyptian gods. Or nobody arguing with y'all gods. That's between you, y'all shit. I'm trying to. In other words, I'm trying not to be seen, nigga. I'll be glad to say, hey, it never happened. I'll be the first one in line. Give me that motherfucking magic wand. Ain't none of this shit happened, nigga. None of this shit. Give me a eraser too, bitch. I'm like this. Like this. Yo, watch car. Hey, I know some of you guys watch cars and shit. You have to tow tell you like this and shit. Damn. I should never bought this big ass fucking truck. Fucking windshield wipers. And then you like, and you like start doing this shit. Cause it feels easier to clean windows. Do you find out that the girl you always wanted to cuddle with finally stop over, and you've been doing all this all fucking day? God damn! Now you like this. Arms limp, pee limp, tired of motherfucking, but the car clean. But the car clean, there ain't shit working, man. You know what I did? Hey, players, I started wiggling, fuck it. I know what y'all talking about. I'm a man. I like women. Hey, I didn't know dudes are so sick that they fantasize about another man wanting them. I don't know nothing about this shit. This is not good. I don't know. Where do you begin to talk about something like that? Can anybody, I don't want details of what you've done. Please spare me the mental pictures. We got to have a new standard of manhood, y'all. This shit ain't right. This shit ain't right, man. How do you fantasize? How do you have a... I'm as much information I got in my head, there's nowhere I can't. I'm really I'm going through every, and I can't find it where a man fantasizes about another man or a female. I mean, well, female, yeah, but a woman. I can't find it. I can't find it. Male and female species is a different breed of psychosis. Animals have psychosis. They have some emotions, they have feelings. They do. Animals have feelings. Yes, they do. Yes, they do. Yes, they do. Yes, they do. All right. Let's see what wisdom have for us. Now, when I started my journey, I understood the Jesus juice and the Muhammad Kool-Aid, the Jim Jones breakfast, the racism card. What else for brunch? Stank, pussy, drugs, death on the newspapers. And I hope nobody stole my car when I wake up. Yeah, the average person in America has to worry about that. In that order, probably. You mix and match, but in that order. So obviously, studying 66 books for 400 years is not enough. I mean, somebody on this screen, somebody on this planet other than myself, who think like that, we should communicate more somehow. I don't know. It don't even have to be a pre-planned thing. It should say, you know what? I got an idea. Let's see, such and such, think about it. You never know. It don't necessarily have to be about I'm Israel or I'm this or I'm not. But nobody know who the fuck you is if you hide behind some shit that's got nobody nowhere. It's called being disinterested. I'm no longer interested. Because if you know some shit, you won't keep doing some shit. Like people will say, like, one thing kills. No, that one thing don't kill. The person who goes outside themselves to pick some shit up kills. Dr. Smolnov, man. You the shit, my Russian friend. You the shit, man. That choice awareness program, man. Man, that motherfucker knocked down a lot of walls. Cause it's at a time where you know you have choices, but you just don't have enough of them to choose from. And if you don't make a choice, you're gonna die. Period. The moment you run out of choices, you might as well just kill yourself. The point that you come to, that you think that you don't have a choice, not an option. Nah, fuck options. There's too many niggas on that field. Don't watch football. Nah, too many options. Nah, you don't be exercising too many options and shit. There's too many niggas on the playing field. Cheerleaders. Niggas throwing shit off the stands and shit. Bad call, nigga, bad call, nigga. Or that's the shit. I don't want to be no black leader. I'm not the black leader. I'm not in contest. Let me fuck, throwing it in. You lucky my shit might fall back. Be bad as hell being funny. I'm throwing it in the towel, man. Alright? I've never said I woke up telling you niggas on the gets and brothers and sisters or anybody in this world, look at me, I'm new to do Jesus. Hey! Tell them they got it fucked up. No, not me. The day I become Jesus is when all you niggas is Jesus with me. Fuck you. Everybody that tried that shit, they died by themselves. I said, did you figure that shit out, the first 20 niggas? Did you see the first 20 niggas go through the same? I had a dream shit and got their wig fucked off. And then the whole movement turned into LGBT. Every single one went right into the BT hole. I said, God damn, this rabbit Mandela era shit, the Mandela effect is real. Yeah. Oh, man, I hope somebody seen that Winnie the Pooh. Oh, man, see, y'all be bullshitting. See, a lot of y'all watch the videos, man. All of them click in over the days. Like right now, y'all might say, yeah, he ranting and raving and talking about people going to jail and da-da-da. It's not me. That's what I'm trying to tell you. I am the least of his concern. Matter of fact, if I don't tell y'all this, I'm subject to get my fucking shit chopped off by the Most High. Shit, that's why I'm half-ass making a joke out this shit. Shoulder hurt. I want to go back to complaining. Complaint. You know what I mean? Complaint. You know who you is. Some of you got that itchy finger complaint. Every time you hear you don't even get a chance to get the complaint out. They're like, pow. Damn, that nigga cold. Alright. Joke's over. Breaking news. Breaking news. Breaking news. Ah, there. Oh, shit. Is that my man? Yeah, they got my man right here. Oh, my stars. Hold up. We're going to read, though. Over his music. This is Art Du Bois. Check him out, y'all. Let's wiggle, wiggle. Let's get it. That's Art Du Bois. Check him out on Instagram. Check him out. He does wonderful things with some beats, but with different stuff. Let me see. What was that other one I liked? Oh man, this shit was hot. Oh, that shit was hot, man. Where is that motherfucker? Oh, here it go. This is my shit. Oh, to the boys, man. Man, that boy's bad. Try to buy that. Going to buy that beat. Buy that sound. Buy that sound. Oh. What time is it? Okay. 6 o'clock. Yeah, 5, 5, 10, 12. Let's see what 5, 5. 5, 5, 2. Let's pick the book up. 5, 5, 2. Yoga of the Supreme Person. Supreme Person. We're talking about that, right? Supreme Person. Supreme Person. Supreme Person. Put it down a little bit. Supreme Person. Art Du Bois. This is his music. Catch him on Instagram, please. Facebook, call him up. Tell him we're not selling his music. We're not selling his video. We're not selling his live. We're not going to sell it in the future. None of that. If it do become marketable, you got to call him. If this do become marketable, you have to call Art Du Bois, because this sound is what's making, you know what I mean, whoever else's music that we're using. They're a part of this energy. And so, this is not about me. This is, guys, you know that. What did I sing to that motherfucker yesterday? Oh my God, it was hot. Supreme Person. Supreme Person. Chapter 15. The Yoga of the Supreme Person. 553. Get it back that get it. That's all. It's a book. Just to learn some stuff to go on. Because it says what? To study yourself to show thyself or what? Approve. So obviously there's an initiation type stuff. Right? Because to be initiated, you have to what? Study this shit. So, while y'all out there chasing pussy and money, I was busy seeking the Most High. That's the difference between you and me, man. So, stop all that weird shit. Find you something to do. You're fucking free. Let's get it. The Supreme Personality of Godhead said, it is said that there is an imperishable banyan tree that has its root upward and its branches down, and whose leaves are the Vedic hymns. One who knows this tree is the knower of the Vedas. You get a picture there. Did you get a picture there? This is not a magic spell. We're just answering the question. Did you get a picture? Because I did. What do you say? An imperishable banyan tree that has its roots upward and its branches down, and whose leaves are the Vedic hymns. Period. One who knows this tree is the knower of the Vedas. Period. What's wrong with you? Okay. So, let's try this thing. After discussion of the importance of Bhakti Yoga, comma, one may question, comma, quote, what about the Vedas? Question, quote. It is explained in the chapter that purpose of Vedic study is to understand Krishna, period. Therefore, one who in Krishna consciousness, comma, who is engaged in devotional service, comma, already knows the Vedas. Already knows the Vedas. Already know the Vedas. Next, the entanglement of this material world is compared here to a banyan tree. What is a banyan tree? Imperishable. What is a banyan tree? Imperishable. What is a banyan tree? Imperishable tree. See? Together, a banyan tree. Imperishable. Material, imperishable. Material, imperishable. So we continue. For one who's engaged in future activities, comma, there is no end to the banyan tree, period. He wanders from one branch to another, comma, to another, comma, to another, period. The tree of this material world has no end, comma, and for one who is attached to this tree, comma, there is no possibility of liberation, period. The Vedic hymns, comma, meant for elevating oneself, comma. Elevating oneself, comma. Meant for elevating oneself, comma. The Vedic hymns is meant for elevating oneself, comma, or called the leaves of this tree, or called the leaves of this tree, or called the leaves of this tree. The leaves of this tree. We going, we going, we going, we going. We'll try this one. We growing. This ready? We growing. We growing. We growing. Switch it up. Switch it up. Switch it up. Get it up. Get it up. Praise ya. Praise ya. Praise ya. Yeah. You. Praise ya. Praise ya. Yeah. You. Yeah. You. You don't have to eat from that tree if you don't want to. No. You don't have to eat from that tree if you don't want to. No, 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 not now. You heard it say materialistic. You heard what we said about the chess game. Black and white supremacy. How far has it got you? How far has it got you? Yeah, yeah. Yeah, you, 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 chill, yeah. Let's get back to the reading. Ready? Check it. The video hymns were meant for elevating oneself, comma, and called the leaves of this tree. Remember the period. The period. This tree roots grow upward because they began from where Brahma is located. Brahma. What's up, bruh? What's up, ma? Brahma. What's up, Brahma? What's up, bruh, man? Nothing, man. How you been, man? Man, I just came up from up the crib, man, talking to Mom Dukes. Yeah, she had called the other Mom Dukes, man. No family, cool. Everybody said, what's up with them niggas over there, man? Arguing, fighting, or what? You know the monkeys, man. They know they used to that money gorilla talk back in the Tarzan Zoo, swinging from brick to brick. You know what I mean? So what we're going to do now? Well, bruh, man, we're going to try this. These trees grow upward because they begin from where Brahma is located, the topmost planet of this universe, period. If one can understand this indestructible tree of illusion, comma, then one can get out of it. Just told you that. You can get out of it. I just told you that. Did I not just tell you that? Did I just... Did I not... 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 Did I not just tell you that? Did I not just tell you that? Did I not? Did I not? Did I not? Just tell you that. Let's proceed. If one can understand the indestructible planet of this universe, period. If one understands the indestructible tree of illusions, then one can get up out of it. Remember that. This process of abstraction should be understood, period. In the previous chapters, it has been explained that there are many processes by which to get out of the material entanglement. Entanglement, she swallowed it. Entanglement, they swallowed it. Entanglement, they swallowed it. They swallowed it. They swallowed it. Entanglement. Entanglement, they swallowed it. They swallowed it. They swallowed it. They swallowed it. Material entanglement. They swallowed it. Don't get. Hold on, man. Man, that could have told me. No, that's me being self-conscious. They swallowed in self-entanglement. The material world. Ate the whole. Grady niggas, Joe. Grady niggas swallowed it and take. Look, man. I can't make this shit up. Time is telling on. Where's it at? Right there. To get out the material entanglement. Ain't y'all materialistic niggas? That sounds like a magician to me. That sounds like walking through walls to me, nigga. Poof. Walk through the wall and shit. Jesus did it. Why ain't you doing it, nigga? Jesus got his hose rolling in the stones back to let him out. What you do with yours? Treat him bad. That's some weird Christian shit. If the women was coming to the man's death to roll back a big ass stone, she like this nigga. This nigga. You better have some weed, that motherfucker, when I get done rolling this heavy ass stone. Can you imagine your man behind a big ass stone, right? You know. Come on, man, stop fronting. You know you smoking your doobie and a glass of motherfucking wine, and you're gonna massage each other's back, cause that shit hurt. Get back to it. People want to skip class and shit. And then when it comes time to live this shit, he's doing magic. No, you're doing magic. You just skip class and shit. Cause you finish the class, you find out it's not magic. It's you motherfuckers that take universal lessons and teachings and take it out of its context, go down the street with the rest of the failures. That's how I got Wicked. Wicked was born out of a bunch of happy failures, man. I don't see how any man on the planet in this life or the next life would want to build with anything like that, whether it's alive or dead. I'm starting with me first. I know my rules. And up to the 13th chapter, we have seen a devotional service to the Supreme Lord. Is the best way, comma. No period. Now, the basic principles of devotional service is detachment from material activities and attachment from the transcendental service of the Lord, meaning low Lord, meaning people who want to rule over you, or people who you let rule over you, not the Most High. The process of breaking attachment to the material world is discussed in the beginning of this chapter. The root of the material existence grows upward. Big ups. You think you better than us? I'm supposed to grow up, motherfucker. I am better than you if you ain't growing, bitch. Wouldn't that become bad news that you better than somebody? If we all got access to the same shit. If the shit free for me, it's free for you too. That's why I can do this for 5 hours. Don't cry about who's stealing my shit, because you're not stealing nothing. You're not going to use it. You know what you're going to do? This is why I do this. If people want to watch this too, after I say this. One, you're not going to live it. Off top. So, when it's all said and done, and the musician is like this. When that happens, before I read on, because this is very serious. Somebody need to hear this. What do you think is happening at this very moment? Use your imagination. Turn off all noise right now for about 15 seconds. Then ask yourself, what the fuck am I doing? Real shit. And then go back to what you're doing. That's a Kit Kat moment. And for the real people who want to change, that's a holy moment. If you ain't out collecting holy moments, I don't fuck with you. So stop lying, stop accusing me of wanting to be with boys and girls and you know what I'm talking about, adolescents and shit. And I like smelling a nigga's ass. The first key sign, you know a nigga likes smelling another man's ass, real shit. The first key sign, this is for any man, woman, child, anybody. Protect your children. This is how you protect your children and your family. Any male or female of any race, color, skin, oath, I don't give a fuck. Go to prison more than one time, and it ain't about dying for his family or a major cause. With all due respect, you gay. I'd rather do this for 1,000 years right here than this shit with 1,000 niggas smelling their ass. Ten Commandments are so easy. Unless you want to smell the same sex ass for the rest of your life, Ten Commandments. It gets no cut and dry than that. If you think your ass stink, imagine a celly or 2 or 3 or 4. And you ain't going no motherfucking where, nigga. So don't even worry about it. All that I wish I was home, throw that shit in the garbage, nigga. I got a woman, no you don't. I got a mama, no you don't. You in jail, prison. You ain't got shit, nigga. That's somebody else's family, bitch. Rule 1 when you go to prison. And you're doing a long time in jail. All outside activities are no longer your concern. That save you 80% of want to commit suicide, alright? The other 100% to keep from committing suicide is 10 Commandments. That's my deterrent. Straight up, that's my deterrent from prison. I don't want to smell no other niggas. I don't mind smelling my ass. Roll me something up. Pray and say, Papa, thank you for the access of water. My dragon I have fun with. I get to talk to folks about everyday life and some funny shit, some serious shit. Some shit that might not be happening shit, but we family. It just so happened I ain't in your goddamn living room like I want to, because I want to come over y'all living room and fuck with y'all. But like this, we be talking shit. But we be doing some shit, best believe, though. Man, we sit around here looking at each other like, I don't do that shit. We do. It's like this. If you've been at home for a week, whether you're going to work or not, and that same nigga right there, or that same nigga right there, you need a reset button quick. You do. You need a reset button. You got to find you some new activities, with or without it. Because 3 motherfuckers on one couch gonna be 6 by the end of the month. And ain't nobody gonna have $1 to pitch in for rent. Because everybody homeless. Looking at each other, talking about what he doing. Because that's how they get into this shit. No skills, no clue. They got cell phones, computers, hoes, cars, and clothes. But won't study no global currency of life, how shit move, how to talk to people in different languages, how to greet. At least learn a culture or 6. So when you come to somebody's culture, when you respect their culture, they just might show you that they do speak English and they might have. Anyway, I'm not giving y'all the game. Fuck that. That's the part you're going to have to pay for. This right here, this is a common experience. Anybody had this experience. Finish reading this wonderful information. This information is wonderful when it's used responsibly. Not trying to cast spells on somebody on how to take your supreme person out of somebody. That's the last thing you want to try and do, is try to tap into somebody's supreme personification. Especially if they've mastered getting rid of that fruitless tree. And it's always going to be there too. And that's the most I destroy. Now the basic principle of devotional service is detachment from material activities and attachment to transcendental service of the Lord. The process breaking attachment, read that. The root of this material existence grows upwards, read that. That means that it begins from the total material sub-whole universe is expanded, comma, with so many branches, comma, representing the various planetary systems. Now you want to bring that to the body, you can look at your lungs called the villi. That's a celestial body in itself, cause let that bitch stop. Am I right? Am I Pastor Jenny's what they call that? Improvisation? Yeah. That's what I said too. From there, the whole universe expands with so many branches representing planetary system. Okay, the fruits represent the results of the living entities, activities, namely religion, economic development, sense gratification, and liberation. That part. Now, comma, there is no ready experience in this world of a tree saturated with its branches down and its roots upward. But there is such a thing. The tree can be found beside a reservoir of water. We can see that the tree on the bank reflect upon the water with their branches down and roots up. In other words, the tree of this material world is only a reflection of the real tree of the spiritual world. This reflection of the spiritual world is saturated on desire. Why you desire to kill me again? That's any messenger, not me. Because we see me, you see many, you see history. You see a system of tree choppers, root poisoners, as in root shockers. What's the problem? Because good and evil know they can't exist without each other. So how is wickedness becoming so powerful? I'm just saying, folks talking about Masons, square the compass, building symbols and stickers, little handshakes and shit. You need a crip box. Anyway. I'm not saying anything disrespectful. I'm just trying to bring heaven to earth. My Pakistani friends, if I can say that, Lord imams, you know, just like we bring heaven to earth. Well, all right. We've been doing that, but I think we brought enough potential for loose. I should get a sip. My mouth is dry. I think I'm holding up my agreement, not oath, but agreement to be the Northern Country Director of Islam. Not Farrakhan. True. Love you guys. Rest of the imams, north, south, and west. Shalom. Hosea Omar Weathers checking in. Good day. How's everybody doing? For all Hebrew Muslims and Afro-Asiatics across the globe and the planet. Shalom. How we doing today? Shining in, salute. I pray that we're all at peace. I pray that we've manifested enough of what we've talked about, how we first got on this journey in California. How we met at San Jose College, and we met at Chase Bank, and now here we got a Chase Bank. Ain't that crazy? We met at Chase Bank, but now we got the Chase Bank. Nope. We ain't gonna do that. Now there is ready to experience in this world a tree situated within the branches down and roots up, but there is such a thing, I read that. Reflection. Read that. Desire is a cause theme situated in reflected material light. Let's run that back again. Rewind. The tree can be found beside a reservoir of water. We can see that the trees on the bank reflect upon the water with their branches down and roots up. In other words, the tree of this material world is only a reflection of the reality of the spiritual world. So, if the breath, if the ethers is the breath of life, what is to the trees with the roots underground, then my prayers must be the breath of life to the trees that feed the roots up in the spirit world. Did y'all get that? Because some stuff will come out, I won't be able to say it again. Because I live it. So if it comes out my mouth, I don't have to remember it. In fact, there's a saying that says, when you tell the truth, this is probably why I'm so stupid. Because I ain't got time to remember shit. That's why. I don't remember. I tell the truth, that way I don't have to. It saves space for learning stuff important. Beat you to it. I know that somebody want to coin it and want to try to sell it. I know they're greedy. But it's cool. Just start sending some of them checks in too. When you go buy you a Bentley, shit. I don't want one. No. I ride, and I don't mind riding with y'all and that stuff, but nah, I think I'd make my own car. I would. I design my own shit. I'm sorry, I'm like that. I would drive. I'd design my own shit. Or I would customize some shit myself, you know, like it'd be alright. It'd be alright. Picky swear to all the people out there, man, who take time out to study what, you know, comes out of our mouth and research. You know, this is what I love about E-Man, man. E-Man, if you listen out there, any other E-Man, colleague, man, love big bro, man. He had so many key punches when he talked, man. You know, when he called me the devil, I always laughed my ass off. He was hot. Oh, he was hot. Cause we have mental jousters, and see, and what we mean by this is man shit. This ain't that. This can't argue with that camp, and then we're gonna fight, and we're gonna play a Malcolm Farrakhan, Jesse, start shooting stuff. No, it ain't nothing that stupid. It's just the battle of the wit of, it's not who knows more or less. It's just the fact that, oh, so you know. And then, you know what I mean? It's one of those, you should know this, but when they find out that you know that and more, it rubs people funny. Anyway, y'all fucking out the way. Alright, where are we at? This reflection of the spiritual world is saturated on desire, just as a tree reflection is saturated on water. See, desire, tree, water. Desire, the cause of things, being saturated in reflected material light. Bling, bling. Look at my hair. Look at my beard. Look at my 7.0. Got you. One who wants to get out of material existence must know the tree thoroughly through analytical study. Huh. Okay. I didn't just say that. Just pretend. Let's just pretend. Hey, give me that relay. Give me that eraser. No, I'm not erasing my shit. I ain't erasing my shit. Thanks for the confirmation, Papa. Because if you didn't know, Christ or Krishna are synonymous. And if you did further research, somewhere they say that Jesus, now whether his name is Jesus or not, we ain't gonna fuck with that. Well, we off that. That's for people that's lazy. There's people who want to move forward. So we know, no matter what the dude's name is or isn't, the fact that if we can do it, there was a group doing it back then. That's just the consensus. There is no ifs, ands, buts, and I ain't got nothing to blood cut drink right now. Excuse me.
Ooh, muffin. Bang muffin. One in my muffin mouth.
See, that's your professionals, baby. Just say any old lane. Cause you ain't gonna catch me doing that shit. Nope. 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 Back in that building. Trying to still remember a video I made back in the day. Let's see if I find something real quick. See your experience. I need some leaks in this shit. Thought I had. But I ain't done reading stuff though. We ain't done. Oh. Y'all find it ironic that Malcolm X, right? I'm checking out a parallel here. I think somebody's fucking with our heads again. On one hand, Malcolm get killed because he said the role that I'm developing a criminal organization. Listen to this again. I regret the role that I played in because it's a developing criminal organization. I'm not saying it is. It's none of my business. This is what y'all laws bringing out. I'm a low nigga. If y'all want to call David and Goliath, this is one of those moments. Because I ain't got a butter knife. Matter of fact, yes I do. One right here. It's plastic in a bitch. I bet not stir my sugar water too long for that motherfucker break. So there goes my weapon. My only weapon is some sugar water, motherfucker. I'm gonna splash you with this motherfucker. I ain't lying, that's all I got. Fucking what else want me to do? Start preaching, motherfucker? You crazy? Yeah, something struck me. I said, Papa, why you get me in this shit? Papa, why you got me in this shit? Or the voice, That's his music. That's his craft. That's his thing. I'm just adding my thing to it. Collab. Love the collab. Let's get it. So, the role that I've played and I regret is developing a criminal organization. Okay, Mel. And I got it in closed caption, so I don't want nobody to say that I did anything. You can find the video on YouTube as well. YouTube is a college, man, so much amongst other places. And it's an awesome thing that good and evil can get along and let the wicked fall to the bottom, like Dros, or Dros to the top. But you know, you don't want that cream. I mean, it's useful, but not highly recommend it. That was from my alchemist, or future alchemist. So let's alchemize these two brains, these two spirits, these two thoughts, these two situations. Now, God, their own interests, so I feel responsible for having played a role in developing a criminal organization. Malcolm said, Allah, their own interests, so I feel responsible for having played a role in developing a criminal organization. Hear it again. Oh Allah, their own interests. And so I feel responsible for having played a role in developing a criminal organization. So why Malcolm die? Why bro die? That's why I tremble. Responsibility is why we cry. God, their own interests, so I feel responsible, Malcolm said, for having played a role in developing a criminal organization. A role in developing a criminal organization. Now, let's go to the king. Hey King Belafonte. I feel a role I play in a criminal organization. I'm responsible. Is why Malcolm died. Listen, King, do the chorus. Martin Luther King, do the chorus. Hey Barry, what's up, King? He responded. Hey Barry, what's up, King? He responded. I've come upon something that disturbs me deeply. What? I've come upon something that disturbs me deeply. I come upon something that disturbs me deeply. Period. Check. And it's in quote. And I quote. And we quote. We fought hard and long for integration. I'm responsible for playing a role in a criminal organization. We fought hard and long for integration, comma, as I believe we should have, chorus, comma, and I know we will win, comma, but I've come to believe that we're all integrating into a burning building, so we let the roof burn. Why? We need no water. Burn, motherfucker. Burn. Cause the house is what? Burning. The king said it's burning. Run, nigga, run. Run, nigga, run. Run, nigga, run. Listen. Hear the call. Run, nigga, run. You're free. You're free. You're free. You're free. Run, nigga. Run, nigga. Cause I've come upon something that disturbs me deeply. Hey, better fuck Dave. What's up, King? He responded. What's up, better fuck Dave? What's up, King? He responded. Oh, what happened to my shit? Oh. Oh. Okay.
The important thing is we're all safe. And we still got each other, right?
You're making my skin crawl.